Hey there YouTube, this is ADVS Productions, and this is my first in a series of videos about gaming, in particular tabletop gaming, RPGs and the like. And I thought that I would start my series with an unboxing video, just to explain. A week or so ago, a little over a week ago, there was maybe 2 weeks. There was a video by a YouTuber named DarkAgeOf, and if I remember, I'll put a link somewhere up here to his channel or to that video, probably over my face. And he had this beginner's box for D&D 4th edition, and he also had a Players Handbook, and he wanted to pass it along. He had no use for it, and he was going to give it away free. So I made a video response, which I might put a link to somewhere here. And I sent a video response saying that I would like it, and he chose me out of, I think, two other people, and it's in the mail. So first of all, I just want to say thank you, DarkAgeOf. Means a lot. I cannot wait to start, playing with it and reading it and experiencing it. I've never owned a 4th edition. I've never owned a 4th edition Dungeons and Dragons anything. So I'm just going to first. It's going to be this unboxing, looking at the contents, and then after that we'll start really delving into the beginner's box and the solo adventure and all of that. I can't wait to show it to you and for us to go on this journey together. And I really want to get out there and start adding content to the growing community of RPG gamer YouTubers. So this will be fun. So let's open up the box. Huzzah! It is open. Anyway, oh, look at this. See, this is Dungeons and Dragons Fantasy Role-Playing Starter Set. It says, the ultimate game of your imagination, complete with monsters, magic, and treasure, for one or more beginning to intermediate players. So that's awesome. Very awesome. What I like about this a lot is the retro art. I think that's what they were trying to go for with it. Ages 12 and up, from Wizards of the Coast. Kind of gives you a little bit of what's on the back there, what's in contents and all that. But so let's open her up. Let's see. Well, we've got that's right. These are tokens. These are looks like monsters and minions. There's a giant scary dragon. Let's just look. I'll just take a couple out and see what's on there. This is obviously some sort of orc. Yeah. On the other side, some other type of orc, and we've got all kinds of things here. Oh no, already losing things. But yeah, so there's that. That looks fun. Let's look at these big ones. Oh dear. This is obviously, these are dragons and giant porcupine wolves, and looks like something from like Avatar, doesn't it? I mean, the last Airbender series, but yeah, some sort of hybrid of ungodly creation, or should I say ungodly creation? Some sort of portal, I'm assuming. Oh, maybe that is it. Maybe that's a gelatinous cube. Ah, yes. See, gelatinous cube, kind of a classic D&D monster. Scary dragon. Power cards, encounter powers. Interesting aspect to add to the game. I'm sure it makes it easier. That kind of interests me. It's a lot easier to sort of go through cards than it is to try to search through sheets and stuff like that. And it's a good feeling about placing down a card and saying, I'm activating this power. So that looks fun. Oh, this bag came undone, so let's see what was in here. We've got action points, and we've got these look like tokens for heroes, player characters. Obviously, the red side must mean bloodied. So yeah, this looks like you got an elf, different types of elves, humans, probably half elf. Dwarf. Here's a dwarf, very dwarf-like, very heavily armored fellow. I don't know if I will ever. I know that a big part of 4th edition is the use of miniatures. I'm sure you don't have to. I'm probably not going to buy miniatures, or I'll find something. I'll find pieces of board games that probably look nothing like my character, or have nothing to do with anything. They're probably pawns. But I'm just not interested in buying miniatures. It seems like an expensive hobby and an expensive collection. I don't have the money, hence free swag. So, yeah. And this was a very nice thing that DarkAgeOf included. The beginner's box comes with dice, but he said that he couldn't find them, didn't see them, so he included these very nice dice with it from his own collection, I believe. These are very nice. I actually, this is great to have. I mean, I think he gave me 3. Yeah, he gave me 3d6, which is nice. So 3d6. We've got percentile dice here, and d8, and 2 d20s. So that's very nice. Thank you very much, DarkAgeOf, for the dice. Oh, and a D4. Cool. Now, let's see. This is something else that he included, which I don't think comes with the beginner box. I might be wrong, but I don't think it does. It's the Players Handbook. But, this is good. I'm glad I've started my collection of this, because this will inspire me. If I like it, it will inspire me to buy more. At least I know I have it. So it's good for me to at least get started. What came with the actual starters... Oh, dear. Well, first of all, we've got... looks like advertisement for more books. Kind of like a catalog or some sort. I'll take a better look at it later. This is the Player's Book. It's a nice little book, great art. Just look what's inside it real quick. It's really, really nicely illustrated. That's actually one of the things that drew me to tabletop gaming and RPGs is the artwork that goes along with it. That was the first thing that caught my eye as a very young person, before I even knew what Dungeons and Dragons was. We had a family friend who had a D&D book, I believe. Looking back now, I think it was a 3rd edition, and just the art inside of it and the pictures really drew my attention, and I just, that sparked my imagination. And ever since then, I wanted to do this and be part of this hobby. Has everything. Read this first, so at least I know where to start. Thank you, Wizards of the Coast. Dungeon Master's book. So that's nice. They give you a Dungeon Master's book. That's really cool. And they use every space of this thing, so there is nothing wasted. So they really try to pack as much information as they can in this thing, which I really appreciate. And this really interested me. Was the dungeon map, pre-made dungeon map, which is nice, and I'm sure it can be used for other things, and it goes along with the solo adventure that comes with this. And this is something I believe that is this is a new quest away. I believe this is another solo adventure for your character or characters. So yeah. Continue your character's career with another solo adventure. So awesome. That's probably what I'm going to get started with. I don't think I'd be able to form a group anytime soon. Right now, I'm kind of relegated to sticking to solo play. So that'll be fun. and just kind of I'll be toying around with things, and you'll see all that in the upcoming videos. So that pretty much does it for the beginners, the starter set, and the player's handbook. Once again, we're going to go more deeply into the contents in the next video, taking an in-depth look at everything, and you're going to be going along this journey with me, and that I have a lot of time on my hands, so that video should be coming out shortly. Once again, I just want to thank DarkAgeOf for the opportunity, for this, this free thing, which is, amazing. Very nice of you to do that, and I hope that I can slowly start to be part of this amazing community of tabletop gamers and RPGers who, who are continuing to put out amazing content, which really inspires me and made me want to be a part of this community and start gaming and looking at 4th edition. Also know there's a lot of controversy around 4th edition, and I also know that D&D Next is coming out at some point, slowly. But 4th edition is still relevant and still a little controversial in some circles. People tend to be there's strong feelings about it either way. I think my videos will be interesting because I will be going into it very objective point of view, not having picked one side or the other, not going into it saying I hate 4th edition, I love 4th edition. I'm just going to look at it and play it, and you'll make your own opinions by seeing how I play it, and I will, after I feel like I've had a good enough experience with it, I can start to give my own opinions. So what can you expect? You can expect an in-depth look at games. Most of my videos will be open for, I'll normally end with a question or discussion topic, and a mature look at the games, an intelligent look at the games, and also a humorous look at the games, because let's be honest, we're playing games here. There's no reason to take it too seriously. If you are, then you're losing sight of the whole thing, and you should have some humor about what you do. So yeah, thanks once again, and if you like what you see, subscribe, or just continue to look out for that next video. Thanks, and have a nice day.